What happens when the whole crowd is ready to kill, and only one man can stop them? She was dragged into the street, caught in the act, and thrown at the feet of a stranger. The crowd already had stones in their hands. What Jesus said next didn't just save her life, it rewrote how the world understands judgment, shame, and grace. Early one morning, Jesus was teaching in the temple courts. A crowd had gathered around him, hanging on every word. Suddenly, the teachers of the law and the Pharisees pushed through the crowd, dragging a woman with them. They shoved her into the middle, in front of everyone. "Teacher," they said, "this woman was caught in the act of adultery. Her hair was disheveled, her clothes were torn, she couldn't lift her eyes from the ground. Every person watching already knew her sentence. The law of Moses commanded death by stoning for this." But the religious leaders weren't really there for justice. They were there for a trap. "Now what do you say?" they asked Jesus. If he said, "Stone her," he would contradict his own message of mercy. If he said, "Let her go," he would appear to defy the law of Moses. Either answer, they thought, would destroy him. Jesus didn't answer right away. Instead, he bent down and began writing in the dust with his finger. The crowd waited, stones still in hand, murmurs rising. What was he writing? No one knows for certain. Some believe he was writing the sins of the accusers themselves. Others believe he was simply giving the moment room to breathe, letting the tension of the mob slowly deflate. They kept demanding an answer. Finally, Jesus stood up and said the words that would echo for the next 2,000 years. "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Then he bent down again and kept writing in the dust. Silence. One by one, starting with the oldest, the accusers began to walk away. No one moved to pick up a stone. No one could claim to be without guilt of their own. Slowly, the crowd emptied until only Jesus and the woman remained. He stood up and looked at her. "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" "No one, sir," she said. "Then neither do I condemn you," Jesus said. "Go now and leave your life of sin." He didn't excuse what she had done. He didn't pretend her sin didn't matter. But he also didn't let the crowd execute her in the name of a law they themselves couldn't keep. He offered her something the mob never could, a way forward. We are so quick to pick up stones for other people's sins while quietly setting our own down. Jesus doesn't ignore sin, he confronted hers directly, but he also refuses to let shame have the final word. Grace doesn't call evil good, it calls the guilty into a new life. If you've ever felt like the crowd was closing in, exposed, ashamed, condemned, this story is for you. Jesus is still the only one qualified to throw the first stone, and he's still choosing not to. John 8:7, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Comment "No condemnation" if you needed this reminder today. Share this with someone who's been carrying shame they don't need to carry. Follow for more stories that bring scripture to life.